got to be here somewhere.
Don't worry, I'll find her.
You got this, April. It's just like Sensei said. Stick to the shadows. Use unusual movements.
Did you see something?
Stay above or below the line of sight.
Nothing over here, Chief.
And when all else fails, think invisible thoughts.
Gotcha!
So much for that. It's an all-new Ninja Turtles next week, only on YouTube.
She's got to.
Hello. Welcome to the stream. We finally got it going. Yeah, God, it's been a couple weeks, so to say the very least. But the internet went down, God's sake. But yeah, welcome Brian. Let me get shut up. We got Brian Everson. Hello, welcome. So yeah, like the title says, we got Carl. Hello, how are you? I hope you're doing good. Just in the background music, if I don't trust it. And yeah, so this week we're gonna be doing ranking all Telvins. That's a lie because I've just got this. I found this thing on Tier Maker. That's good enough. So it's not all the villains, but it's some villains. I've got little Sim. Hello, how are you? Hope you're doing good. And yeah, so right, we'll give it a few minutes. That video right there at the beginning was for next week's big motion comic thing, which is issue 1 of the 2012 comics. So yeah, just look forward to that next week for the 10-year anniversary for the show and stuff like that. So look really get this link on Discord. You never know, people might miss it up. Cause yeah. So these are the things we have for this unique stream, and I got a feeling, but okay. That's another thing. I'm changing up policy. I'm not doing any more like crossover questions or who would win in the fights. So I've had enough of those type questions. So yeah, I might go back to those questions maybe one day in the future, but as of right now, I'm not going to. And then another question is that with these villains, do you do it by the common picture of version of turtle or character, or do we do it by the overall one? Because Bishop has the IDW one, but do we do it based off the IDW comics, or do we do off the 2003 one? We've got a little last one. Hello. It's okay. You made it to the stream. That's good enough. Now let's go to hopefully get the link out to some more people. Hopefully get some people in here. Just put at everyone. Hope you can all make it tonight. First link, yep, send. Yep. Okay. All versions of villains. Okay, so that'll make it a bit more easier when deciding, because I know that because with some of these ones I'm gonna be like very biased towards some and some. We've got Kieran. Hello, how are you? Okay, Alberto. So there's nothing really too amazing about his character. Like a robot, but he was only in 2 episodes. So he's a decent character. He just could be so much to say. There's so much potential. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna put you in the Who section. I honestly have no clue to it. I still didn't like the price tag. I like the figure, so I said no to it. Hang on, just call my JR24 from Louisiana. Ooh, hello, Louisiana. Wow, laggy, great. Great. Well, I have to do it's the internet. Yeah, hopefully things will get better. I doubt it, but yeah. I'm not going to answer them. I was also I'm talking a bit more of those type. So today, are you always going to do villains from series 2? What do you mean by that? Because I mean that's the thing. Is that do I do it be all got pickle pap? Hello. Sorry the stream's a little bit laggy. Hopefully it will fix itself out. For some reason I got yellow bars. It should be I've got 8 out of 10, but for some reason it's saying bad. Oh, because even though the pictures it has a version of a character, but do I base my opinion off the version of the character, or do I base it off the whole version? Now, I think Cole said to do off the whole all the versions, because it was to um, what's a good example? Shredder. Like this is the IDW version, but do I base my opinion off the IDW comics, or do I base it off Shredder as a whole character? That's sort of the question. Okay, leaving because Teddy doesn't want to really crossover. Well, yeah, no, I just had enough of those questions. You've asked so many of those questions. What about villains who later become allies? To be honest, I didn't actually make I didn't make this thing. I just saw this on TMNT and I thought, that'll do. This is also the time when I was thinking I need to come up with a quick idea for a stream. I saw this one, I thought, oh yeah, that'll do. And then I thought, oh yeah, I'll task it all villains ranked. There's not not all of them here, but like it's got a good enough fair amount. So yeah. Because Anthrax, I think he's only I'm pretty sure that's his name. If I'm saying it wrong, then oh well. Yeah, like I don't really know. I think I've only seen him in one episode from the 80s show. Not of the Rogues, I think it was. So yeah, well, I don't have the episode I'm watching 5-6 years. So I don't really have too many memories or know too much about this character to really give a full, honest opinion about this. But yeah. Okay, Little Sim, I'll answer that last one and that'll be it. Probably couldn't really work because Walking Dead is more adult stuff and Toast is not really. Okay, Armagon. So again, this is all into the whole thing of do I base off this like I'm just gonna put out now. I'm gonna do base it off the all versions. And I've read this one where he was the Archie comics where he punched. This is in the storyline where he was punching Hitler and stuff. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's something like that. And the 2012 version, they're both like okay. They haven't done any. Oh yeah, it was in the games. I don't really play many of the games. I've only played Mutant Manhattan with him. So yeah, it's okay. It hasn't really done anything character. It seems like a really interesting and cool character. You know, a shark from outer space, or just a mutant shark that can fight people in series. I think it's one game each or something. So you know, there are very many options you could do with this character, but again, they've not done anything with it. Yeah. Baron Draxon, I think he is still one of the best villains. I mean, he's okay. Like, he's a really good villain, I would say. I mean, he's played by John Cena, so you can't really argue with that. He was a pretty decent villain in Rise until season 2, when they didn't make his character more of an ally and stuff like that. Who's stronger? That really depends on what version of 2003 you're basing it off of. So yeah, like that was like pretty because that made his character a bit more interesting, I would say. But him being a villain, he was pretty decent. He had really good. He was pretty strong, and I like the backstory with him. I just don't think there was enough really there that I did with his character to be one of the best of all times. It was a pretty decent character and a pretty decent villain. I just don't think he was the best. And he could have been. There was like so many opportunities and so many things they could have done to make his character so much better, and be like one of the best. But you know, they didn't. Okay, back to Stockman. He is the all-time best villain. You he's been there from basically the start. How do you beat him? The Mirage comics, Shrell versus probably go with 2012 Shredder. I'll probably say. Okay, so Baxter. Yeah, like he's been there from the start. Mirage, he was pretty decent. Or he was only there for like one issue and he died or something like that. 80s show again, he was okay, but gave us the bug version, so can't complain too much. But he was so annoying. 2003, still the best. Amazing. You go from Frankenstein to a bar to like the brain in a jar. 2012, yeah, it was okay. Rise was just a disgrace to the name Baxter Stockman. What was this? Yeah, no, I refuse him to rank it. You know, he doesn't even deserve to be ranked. Yeah, you had one chance, and yeah. Okay, Bebop. I feel like we've been where Rocksteady is. I saw him earlier, but now there he is. So yeah, it's hard to say really because when you really think of Bebop, you have to think of Rocksteady and stuff like that. In the 80s show, they were, pretty decent. I can't really say much more than that. They were there for the comedic purposes, and they served a purpose quite well. Tales Forever, they sort of improved the characters, sort of not really, but yeah, they still did something with them at the very least. IDW got a bit more interesting and became more of a threat and something which I was quite looking forward to, but then again, they still didn't really do anything with them too much. And I think there's more comics really. There's like so many problems you can really give with them. Yeah, 2012 was okay, I guess. They're okay, but like that show sort of, I don't know, loyalty with some of the characters. And these are no different. I'd say that they're okay. I never really saw the big appeal about them, but then just because I didn't really grow up with these versions or being Rocksteady. But yeah, 80s and 2003 were completely different. But how come it won't? How come it worked? Crossover? Well, it just did. Like, to be honest, I don't think it really does work, but it just does. Okay, who is this guy? Knuckle Clue. Big Mama. She's in the same boat as Baron Draxum. But basically, the character itself, pretty interesting character, has some really interesting stuff going for the character, but yeah, they don't really ever do anything with the character. She does the whole Battle Nexus thing for the whole thing, but other than that, it's sort of a bit. She has so much potential to be a really interesting character and a really big bad character, but again, they don't really use her to her full potential. And yeah, like she's only in the show for about 4 or 5 episodes. So again, I didn't really use her to her full advantage there, but there's so many opportunities to make her amazing. And I still feel like she is a pretty cool character, a really interesting one. But yeah. Asian Bishop. 2012, they didn't really do anything for his character. So just, I don't know why they included him in 2012. Sort of didn't ruin the club, but like, it was just a bit pointless having him in there. IDW, he did like a lot for the comics, like having a big threat. I know that the overall threat didn't really lead to much. With they want to have a big war. No, Todd wants to have a war. But then they never really did anything with that. This was the perfect character for Old Hob to go up against. But yeah, they never did anything with him. But I do like how in RW they did improve some stuff with his character, making a bit more war-like, like with him going to Bruno Island to do a war with the Triceratons and Neutrons. There's some pretty interesting stuff there. The 2003 one is just he's just the best. You can't beat the OG with him. Who do you like more, 2012 Leo or Rise Leo? Probably have to go with. I'm not too sure. I think there's an even one, like, because both of them have their potentials and they're really good moments. I can't really decide because they're both equally as good. Bone Steel, ooh. I actually enjoy Next Mutation, and Bone Steel I feel like is criminally underrated. This character is one of the characters which I would really love to see them bring back for IDW comics. Make him a big mutant hunter, goes in mutant town and hunts down the turtles. He is a really interesting character. Scott McNeil, he did injustice. And then I like the actor overall because he played Wolverine in X-Men Evolution. He's just an amazing actor. He's a really good character. I like the episode Going Ape, I think it's called. Yeah, he's just a really good, amazing character. I really wish they would bring him back. Yeah. What's the most overrated TMNT movie? Not too sure really. Overrated. I'll probably go with Rise. Even though Rise is a really good movie, is not the absolute best that everyone's really making out to be. We've got Peaches Phillips. Hello. Yep, great. Straight away with his head Todd. My special lord. I thank you for greeting me with such royal and fine words. Chameleon. He was in the Archie comics, but he wasn't really a villain. I mean, he's there. He can blend in, but like, what can he really do? I think it was only in like 2 issues, but I didn't actually do anything with the character. I don't think he's even in. No, he's not even a bad dude. I don't know who he is, but yeah, he's not. He's just not a bad person. I think he's like an investigator and stuff like that. Chrome Dome. Again, I've only seen him in one episode, which was Not the Rogues, and I did not really learn anything from it. He seems like a pretty interesting character. From the Shredder's Revenge game, pretty decent, I would say. Not the absolute best, but it was a decent villain. Yeah. What's your favorite GTA 5 character? I haven't played that game in ages. Cool, I haven't played it since February, I think it was. I have a creep. I think he is probably one of the best. You are you are welcome, my lord, for a very kind special dot words. If I ruled a nation, I'll give you a knighthood. But yeah, Green Dome, I think he's an okay character. I've only seen him one episode. Thought he was okay. But yeah, Shredder's Revenge, he was pretty decent boss. Yeah. Yo, does anybody Great. Hey Daddy, I know this is not canon, but can we do Tell's villains like Nightmare, Wrath, and Shredder Foot? Nightmare, Wrath, Foot, Leo, and Midnight. Yeah, I can probably rank them, but I won't be doing this because I didn't list. But I'll probably, I mean, like, if you remind me after this stream, and yeah, I'll do Alapex versus 2012. Ooh, we haven't really seen too much of 2012 Alapex, but probably to say IDW just because we've seen a lot more of the character. Yeah. Hang on, I want to make a new tab. Is there a way to make a tab? I want to make a new one. Add a row buff. Black. What have I done here? Hang on. Underrated. That's honestly down here. How? Delete row. I think that worked. Yes. Okay, now I need to change colors to that. Red. Okay, now I want this to be blue. Yes, nice. What's the best cartoon of the 2000s? There's too many to count. Like, there's so many favorite ones. Yeah, that was just the best era for any cartoon, really. There were just like Turtles, to name one, Justice League, Young Justice. uh, Justice League Unlimited, Static Shock. Oh my god, there's so many from my childhood which I remember, like ones which you would not know about. Like ones which are so crap, like Stormhawks. That it's okay, but I watched it. Kung Fu Turner Posse. There's like so many good ones which I grew up on. I mean, they're really crap now, but like, yeah. Toshi vs. Title Claw. Probably Title Claw. Imagine if they continued with 2012 and by season 6, Mona Lisa has moved on, fell in love with a different mutant, which because Alapex 2012. you really want to, you really do like your shipping. Okay, underrated. Bone Steel is underrated. He needs to come back. Hang on. There needs to be another tab, I feel like. At a row above. Now, you're probably wondering what it could be. Let's make it purple. Now, you're probably still wondering what it could be. Best villain. What's more darker? 2012 or Young Justice? Oh, Young Justice is way darker. Yeah, I I can't even go into description how dark it is. It is so dark. Best villain ever, Darius Dunn. Fight me on this. Listen, man. I'm just saying. Obvious, some of these ship fans want to see on the screen. Yeah, no, the thing is, I never really got into shipping. There's only been one show which was it Lauren told me to watch called it's an anime called Fruit Baskets. Is it? I have a lot of problems with it, but it's a decent show. That's the only show which I sort of has a ship for, as well as the Flash. Flash and Fruit Baskets were the only shows which I had the ship for. All the other franchises and stuff like that, I could not care. It's really cool to see when characters get together, but to be honest, I just don't really care. Then again, I am very emotionless, so yeah, I don't cry when sad things happen. Yeah, I'm very emotionless. Which would you say is darker, Young Justice or Batman the Anime Series? The thing is, I didn't really find Batman the Anime Series that dark or anything too bad or anything or how great it is. It's an okay show. I just think it's a bit overrated. It's okay, but yeah. I say Batman the Anime Series is darker, but that's me. Yeah, I think Young Justice was able to push the lines for certain aspects of the show. Bunny Maguire. Oh my god. I feel like Bunny Maguire is just OP. But yeah, best villain Darius Dunn. Fight me on this. You can't beat me on this. He is the best. Darius Dunn will never be beaten. He is the best. He is better than Shredder. He is better than Karai. Who else do we have who's good? He's better than Hun. He's better than Thanos. He is the villain. Darius Dunn is the villain. He is the best villain ever. Fight me on this. What are things like 1012 and 2007 doesn't have in common? Well, there's a big list. Okay, I remember back in the day, people ship Flash and Frost. Yeah, I thought that. I thought, what's the name? Caitlin and Barry, Caitlin and Cisco. It just seems that all the ships that you want, which would be perfect for the show, they don't give us. But the ship which they do give us in the show, no one wants, and everyone hates. 2003 Hun, my man. Oh yeah, he is the best. Dark Turtles. I think they're underrated. They have so much potential. I mean, in the show, they were criminally underrated or criminally like they didn't get to finish the story arc. They are just so amazing. I know there's a version of them in the RW comics, but that's not the same. I still thought these characters are underrated. They need to have a proper comeback. I know that the Null Turtles is more or less the closest thing we'll ever get to them, but these are like really good characters and so much potential. I feel Dearest Dunn will be an excellent business partner to Dark Power from Batman. Yeah. What are the things on the list that they don't have in common? Well, there's a big list that they don't have in common. I've got to be honest. I kind of feel Barry and Frost would be cool since cool ship since both are smart, but also the chemistry feels right with each other. Yeah, no, I'll just say at the beginning of the show, like season 1 was when I was watching. I was like, oh yeah, I ship those two characters. Yeah, those two. Yeah, they're definitely gonna go out. Okay, nope. Cisco and Caitlin. Nope. Nothing really happened. I was really disappointed because they had that chemistry that they almost were on the verge of doing it. But then, oh no, we've got to do body comics, and well, we got Iris. Everyone loves her, right? Dirtbag. Totally lame. I honestly don't. I'm noticing the episode with the Tolnoids. I don't really remember that. I remember waking up one Saturday morning about like 8 years ago, something like that. I saw an episode on YouTube, watched it, I thought, oh yeah, wow, interesting. This is sort of time where like 2012 was sort of airing, I think, season 1 or 2, no, season 1, and and this is when there had loads of Torah episodes up, 2003, 987, and yeah. So I remember watching that, but I don't remember too much about it. They don't have the same time. Yeah, I know. Yeah, like there's so many things which you don't have in common. And that's one thing which I said about one reason why I can't work. IDW Toll clones could be the Dark Tolls, since the Dark Tolls in Fast Food are the clones of Tolls. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if as much as I'd love the No Tolls to be the official Dark Turtles and stuff like that, I just feel as though I'll much rather have something more closer to something like the actual Dark Turtles to give us something like that, and because the Ghostbuster 2 crossover, like, that was close enough to some like these designs, but they were misused. But with these no-tolls, they could be interesting. I'm really looking forward to see where they take them. But they're not. But I don't look anything like this, and I'm still annoyed. If it's the last thing I do, I'll get Darius Don and Dark Turtles to have more ventures, one way or another. Imagine we did a plot twist where she was secretly revealed to be Iris, or multiverse counterpart that was Iris from the comics. I think wasn't like there's like some stupid comic out there that basically that she's from the future, but yet somehow is she? I heard something about basically she was from the future, something like that. Yeah. How come TMNT and GTA can't work? I mean, GTA is just a whole. I mean, it's a game versus a comic book franchise, and the game is quite dark, and the swear words they use. Yeah. I will be honest with you, Teddy. The real Dark Tales is Midnight and Foot Leo, in my opinion. Well, this is my stream, and what I say is correct. You may have your opinion, but it's wrong. I'm correct here, okay? I make the rules. If you disagree with me, you'll be banned. These are the Dark Turtles. If you like it or not, these are the right ones. In all honesty, Foot Leo is actually something which I'm really looking forward to reading in the Armageddon games, because I haven't seen like 100 issues. I'm really looking forward to that. Midnight. Yeah, I remember reading. I remember watching that video like when it came out. Or not when it came out, but like after it came out, and I thought, yeah, it was okay. I don't remember too much of it. Like, I remember liking the story with how Mikey became evil, and like I think it's like killing his brothers. And I really like the whole dark aspects of it, and also sort of hoping that maybe would someday go into the comics. But that's when I found out about the W comics. Yeah, yeah, it would be cool to see like something like that happen again. Now knowing what I know about the sequels for the 2007 movie, even though the movie even though the sequel for 2007 movie never came out, it feels like they was taking elements from that. Seriously, I feel Fast Forward could have worked with Batman Beyond. Oh yeah, like it's definitely like a or Fast Forward was almost like a rip off of Batman Beyond. I don't think that does work. Like it's taking like what Batman Beyond did was just take the core concept of Batman and the Rogues Gallery, but 100 years in the future. That's what Fast Forward did in a way. It really poorly, but like they still did it in a way. Michael Bay Tales will probably work with that crossover because Bay Tales curse a curse word in it. Well, that doesn't really mean much. Like, just because it's word doesn't really mean anything really. Irish West was born in the future but got sent into the past in the Flash comics. Yep, of course. That's comics. I knew there was something like that, but like, it sounds stupid. I really hope they don't do anything like that in the show. The thing is, I'm so glad about the ending of the show. I'm not, because I actually really enjoyed the Flash Shadowverse. I'm so glad that's still coming into an end now. It's all got bad, and at least it's going out on a good note, I'd say. But at least it still has Superman and Lois and Stargirl. Those are really good shows. Not looking forward to Doom Patrol Titans. They're probably going to ruin everything again. Mention Batman Beyond, Fast Forward, and Spider-Man 2099 meets up. It'll be the heroes of the future meeting each other. Yeah, I mean, the only problem is with that is just the Fast Forward stuff. That was only because the titles were sent to the future. All Batman Beyond Spider-Man 29, they were in the future. So I feel like it's a bit hard to do fast forward crossovers, really. I feel like you just more or less just, oh, well, then in the future they can do this, this, and this, and this, and this. But the thing is, I don't know, it all feels a bit weird. Yeah. Okay, Dog Pound. He's okay. Never did anything with his character. Unless anyone I think I want to give this off to you guys as well. Like, if you can honestly give like a reason why a certain character should not be in a certain category, then yeah, by all means just like comment it, because and we'll have like a little debate about it, because I feel that might be interesting. I know that Little Sim's probably gonna argue about this one, saying Dog Pound is probably one of the best villains or something like that. But yeah, I think he's okay. He just never did anything with his character. He just showed up, beat some people, and then run off. And yeah. But then we have one of the best one, Don Vizioso, who can tickle people's feet. He is the baddest of the bad. You made Vern laugh or something about He gave us April Neil feet pics. He is the baddest of the bad. How dare Don Vizioso give us that? Yeah, fun on that. He is the baddest of the bad. Dr. Mcneil. Every time I watch this episode, I always know his name, but I always struggle to say it. Menignus. I'm pretty sure I said his name wrong, though. I'll be honest with you, Teddy. Have you heard of Spider-Man Unlimited show? Tell me, because basically Spider-Man versus furries. Spider-Man Unlimited. I feel like I've. Oh no, I think I was thinking of Ultimate Spider-Man. You know, I've heard of the show, I just haven't seen it. But you guys against furries? Great. I mean, we've got the Dream Babies here, so tell us when I'm getting furries as well. Yeah. Donald from 2012 kind of reminds me a little Kingpin, but for toes. Yeah, I mean, it did have like that build for the character. Again, but like, oh yeah, I need to factor in 2012. Don Vizioso was crap. He didn't do anything. He did not do anything. He was a waste of space. But the 80s one, now he gave us April feet pics. What the 80s tools met Michael Bay. Yeah, but okay, but yeah, but like with most of these like crossover ideas, what story would it tell? Why and the tone? There's like so many reasons why. Even with crossovers that could work, you still need to think about all that. Don versus Kingpin. Ooh, wait. What version of Kingpin and what version of Don? Okay, getting back to it. I love the actor who did this. I can't remember the name for him. I think is either that I know that he's old, and it's either that he stopped acting and retired, or he's dead. Not too sure which one is which. I know that he's not watching this video, so I can say whatever I want about him. He had really good voice actor. He did the voice of Mozart as well. A few other characters on the show, but with his time on the show, he was only in 2 episodes. The second one, which was in, I think less said about that the best, with was it the superpower one, where Raph becomes Green Lantern or something like that. That was a really crap episode, but I think that's more because where the episode was placed. his first episode, I think the episode is really good. The villain, yeah, he's okay, but like he's totally lame. Yeah, like what did he really do? He just sent out some bugs and mind controlled a Superman ripoff. Great. I was beaten by a turtle that can backflip and that can take off a bug. Great. 80s versus 90s Kingpin. Oh god, I don't know anything about 90s Kingpin. Probably go with Kingpin either way, just because he's the Kingpin. You don't beat him. Oh, Dr. Queez. Imagine a last running comic with Don. I feel it could be a Daredevil versus Kingpin storyline. Yeah, I mean the thing is like whoever like really. I mean the thing is you can almost just you can almost change like Don and just say oh Leo. Well, Leo's the last run. It'd be this type of it will be like that type of situation. Basically, oh well, this character and then you feel like this. I mean, I wouldn't really say Don was more like Daredevil. No. Okay, anyway, moving on. Dr. Queez, he's okay. Someone recommended doing God, what was it? A reaction to Necrotation. I've asked someone to come on and do it with me, and they said yes. For now, things could change. But yeah, we're gonna be watching that, and it's sort of loads of memories. Like I really do enjoy Next Mutation. I think it's a really good show, and I think Dr. Queez was. I don't actually remember him. I know he was stupid. He's there. Ref with Green Cape was Better Sewers. Yeah, it was that one. It was the episode's not really that bad. It's just where the episode is placed that made the episode bad. Which TMNT movie has more cursing, 90s trilogy or Michael Bay? You know the answer to that one. Mob Boss Don versus Lost Room. What is it with Mob Boss Don versus Lost Room? Basically, Daredevil versus Kingpin, but for TMNT. Where was this? Where you come up with this idea? But basically, Donatello is Daredevil. That's something which I'm a bit confused about. Is why is he suddenly Daredevil now? Dragon Lord. He was okay. I again, like, next mutation. I'm going back and rewatching with the person who will not say names just yet, but you never know. The direction thing will probably kick off something really good. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But yeah, I don't really actually remember too much of Dragon Lord. He's not totally lame. He had something over him, I think. I don't know the answer. Oh, isn't Michael Bay one that they swore the nice ones didn't actually swear? Draco, oh god. He's okay. Like he gave us some really good episodes, such as he was in good episodes, I should say. Like he was in the Battle Nexus story arc. That was pretty. It was pretty good. Like a self-contained little mini movie type thing, but one of the main villains pretty decent, I would say. Gave us Semmis Never Was pretty good. Real Wells, that was another really good one. Reality Check's another good one. Like he's been in a lot of good episodes, but does that make his character good? He's an okay character. He's not totally lame because he has some interesting things. He's just in a lot of good episodes. Are there any other reasons why 2012 and I felt there were loads of reasons why. Shredder is the best villain of all. No, Darius Dunn is the best villain of all time. You can't beat him. He is the best. Who the hell are you? We got Neon Robocop. Dream. Yeah, I don't know who this guy is. So yeah. Okay, Dream Beavers. A lot of the voice had wasn't it like Freddy Krueger who did two of them. That's a really good voice actors, and I just wish they were in there were more episodes and not just a one-off type villains, because with the power of them going into the thing and all that minds, I thought it was a really good episode. I just wish they were in more episodes other than just one, and then with the toys only released 2 of them, so they're okay. They just could have been a lot better. What do you think? What do you prefer? Teen Titans 2003. I haven't really seen Teen Titans 2003. I've been meaning to. I get into like 5 episodes and oh god, it's boring. I'm trying to get into that show. It does going read that bad. Okay, Lord Drake. I don't remember. I haven't really seen too many episodes of him from the 80s show. But the 2012 show, I'll say he's okay. There was nothing really good about his character. He just showed up, fought, and then left. There wasn't really too many great things about his character. Like, it's an okay one. I feel like he probably could have been on the next level with Shredder in 2012 if they were to do more with him, like give him an actual story, but they didn't. And then like his last one, typical alien invasion and destroying the world and stuff. Like at that point, no one really cared about the alien invasion. Just cared about got Raph and Mona Lisa. Oh no, Mikey died. Oh no, cholesterol ability. Oh, who cares? Yeah. From the producers of I Bought You Toll Wars and Bat presents Turtle with Blind Toll coming this June. Great. I really want to see a full production on that. I like that the Vadesh actor who played for the was not my character. I think you're talking about the Dreambeavers in that case, yeah. Because I've not seen Freddy Krueger or any horror movies. And I think I do think that's like really cool fact that you got something who was a pretty like pretty well known actor and won a movie, bring him in and do something like that. I think that's pretty cool. But did they do anything for the actual show or the characters? No. Fish Face. Oh god, I was talking about this character today on the pod. I think he's underrated. Andrew Garfield and Spider-Man PS4 battle. Okay. Yeah, cool. Tell us what law. Oh my god, yeah, I can't wait to see the amount of people on Twitter be annoyed by it because it's so bad and stuff. Because how dare it be unique and different to everything else? Yeah, I think Fish Face is like unlike Dog Pound because he went through mutation, went through a mini story arc, but like not really. He had something going for his character, I'd say. Fish Face never had anything going for his character. He was only in. I know Clancy Brown was in 31 episodes, and he was probably in less, way less actually, 20 something like that. So his character never really got a time to shine. Really, he had some really cool moments and fights. But other than that, what it didn't have a code for any story arc, story. He has such a cool designs, cool stuff, but yet nothing really comes of it. Who will win, Dante or Robin? I think what version of Robin? Then I'll answer that question. Ooh, Foot Mystics. I think they're really cool characters. I feel like from the first time we saw them in Return to New York Part 2, they were really cool, really big threats, and nothing like really. I don't know. What funny that TMNT interrupted Freddy and Jason, but the one person missing is evil itself. And Mike, ooh, yeah, 2003 Robin. Okay, what version of Donatello would be going up against 2003 Robin? Yeah, I feel like from the first moment we saw Foot Mystics in part 2 of Return to New York, they were like a really big threat, and I really did enjoy the characters. But then as you go into more season 4 and 5, and really expand upon their story about how they want to overthrow Karai, bring back the one true Shredder and stuff like that. There was a really interesting story, and like how it's all merged with the other two ongoing stories in season 4. And then as we went into season 5, they became like a really big threat. I really did enjoy that whole aspect of them. I don't think they was truly used to their full potential, but I do think these were characters were really cool. They knew what they're doing, showed up, killed some people, and had some fun while doing it. 2003 versus 2012 Robin versus 2012 Donnie. Probably 2012 Donnie. She seems more yeah. Garbage Man. Oh, jeez, nah. Oh boy, this is gonna be okay. I'm gonna put him in the Who section for now. Now the thing is, his second appearance, it is one of the worst episodes, I would say. The first episode he was in, entitled "The Garbage Man," I feel like it was a really good episode. It has a really good message about like homeless people going missing, we not find them and stuff like that. I think that was a really good message. I've got one for you, Teddy. Rise Donnie versus Tim Drake Robin about the brains, the smartest toe versus smartest Robin. Okay, we're gonna go with smarts. We're going with Donatello. I mean, he builds tanks, aircrafts, retribution, bombs, other stuff like that. What's Robin done? Oh, he's been able to find where people are before they get killed. Ooh, big whoop. Yeah, I feel like the first episode with Garbage Man in it is a really good it's a really good message, like, because even, and I say the message still holds up today, about 20 years before the episode came out, and even 10, 50 years into the future beyond this live stream. The message is really good about how we don't really recognize the homeless people, we don't really care about them too much, and when they go missing, we don't really care about them. I think that's a fantastic message. However, with using a character called the Garbage Man, having on the Garbage Island, working for them, that is such a really bad thing, and it really brings down the character. I think the character is he's totally lame. The episode is cool that he's in, but other than that, it can't really save him. Goes, okay, right, Rise 20 versus Cyborg. Oh, yikes! That's actually, I feel like Cyborg basically a robot, but isn't Donnie basically one as well? Wolverine versus Galactus. Probably I don't know. Probably Galactus. No, it's Wolverine. Okay. Ghost Bear. It was a lame character. I know the Rice Ball gonna hate me on this, but well, the first episode he was in, I thought that was a pretty good. Most of these characters, I'd say, are in just really good episodes, but doesn't really make their character really good. Like Garbage Man, good episode, but bad message and stuff like that. Ghost Bear, his first episode was really good. Snow Day is a really good episode, but the character doesn't go for any story arcs or anything like that. He goes through a change in his appearance, but that's about it, really. I mean, just like the Dream Beavers, they were in a really good episode, but they're not really that good villain. Draco's the same, like he's been in really good episodes, but what did he do for this character? Nothing. All right, here's a trick one. Brainiac versus okay, Brainiac will win probably. Who the hell is this guy? Don't know, don't care. Oh my god, is it Granitor or Trag? This guy, this is one. So, back in was it this year or last year? I think it was this year. Yeah, it was this year. I got the NECA 2-pack of Grantor and Trag, and he is the only reason why I bought the that 2-pack. He looks so cool. He is one of my favorite NECA figures. He looks so cool. He is just amazing. The way he looks, the feel of him is amazing. Although saying that now in the show, I remember him from his first appearance in episode 4 of the AC show. Yeah, I don't know, he's okay. But I'm basing him off the toy, and I really like the toy. What's the best episode from the 80s cartoon? I haven't watched the 80s cartoon in ages. I haven't actually seen the full show. I've only seen about a third of it, and yeah, I don't really have a favorite episode from it. Well, no, I'll probably say the Rat King episode was good, but yeah. Timothy versus Flash Gordon. Probably Timothy. I don't know who Flash Gordon is. Ground Chuck. Yeah, I honestly don't know. I don't want to put him in the who category because I know who he is. But from what I've seen, he seems really crap. He seems like he could be interesting. Hang on. Let's be honest, Teddy. If a great enemy of a tool is their master. Oh, yeah. I mean, I saw in the episode that Planetor is okay there, I guess. But the games are, IDW Comics could have been a lot better. It actually is like Who the hell is this two-dragon guy? Oh, he's not a villain. He's not a villain. Well, it's not Han. Oh god, I don't know what to put him in because okay. RDW Han is amazing. I like his progression from being from a drunk, alcoholic, abusive father to then becoming Han. I thought that was an amazing story arc, and then him like sacrifice himself for Casey. Amazing. Clearly, best thing of Ratman. Jeez. Oh my god, yeah. Hayden was. If you don't know, because I'm doing the podcast, oh my god, yeah. Oh god, I'm really looking forward to seeing Hayden's reaction to that. We need it back. Yes, we need that back. One of the best things in the 2012 show was the cheese phone. And then a 2012 show that ruined Han. He didn't do anything for his character, no story arc or anything. He showed up full and then lost. Yeah, and then his design more or less didn't help things either. But 2003 is where it's at. Made it the best version of Han. I don't know if it's the first Han. And then you also get like one in like the Mirage coins that ripped off this one. But he is still the best Han. Hands down, you just don't beat this one. He is just perfect. I feel like RW is on. I'll have to go back and reread some of the Hun stuff, but I feel like Hun from RW is really good as well. Maybe probably better than 2003 Hun, but more nostalgia really. What was Spider-Man new animated series? Spider-Man, I don't know. Oh, wait, hang on, actually, can you do Spider-Man villain tier list? I'm probably going to do villain tier list. I'm probably going to do like because I did one last year for MCU project tier ranking. Probably going to do that for this year as well. Oh, true Bellcats, yay! Bingos boosted. Indeed, they are. Hypnopotamus. I think he's okay. There's one stone here for, cause, yeah, he is okay. He's an okay villain. Just don't do anything with his characters. No story arc or anything. Oh, my screen was out, so I could not see the chat. It's back now. Let's hope I don't move it again. Yeah, it doesn't go through any story arcs or anything like that. He shows up and he's pretty cool, I guess. I like the magic aspect because I don't think we had any magic villains before Rise. I may be wrong about that. I mean, that really, I think that really depends on like your definition of villain or magic type characters. Because you could have foot mystics. Are they magic? Yeah, sort of. So yeah. Baxter Stockman versus Dr. Octavius. Probably Doc Ock, you just don't. Okay, Lost One, why can you someone in hashtag bring cheese phone? I've put it on the screen. I feel like we're getting a message out there quite enough now. But yeah, like he could have been a lot better. I feel like he's a really interesting character that could do a lot more. But yeah, Jammerhead. I think he's still really. When I think of Jammerhead, I always think of Enter Jammerhead, where he was really cool, badass type character. Came in, beat the toes up, and nearly won. I mean, overall the character, he's okay, but I don't want to put him in the okay category. But I do enjoy Jammerhead. But whenever I think of him, I always think of Enter Jammerhead and Playtime's Over, I think it's called. And those are pretty decent episodes and really good ones. And they do okay for his character, but he's an okay character. But I do enjoy his fight scenes. What's more darker, 2012 or probably TMNT 2012. Breaking Turtle. I think the incredible jokes are too silly for TMNT to cross over with. Did I say that? I honestly don't remember that. Okay, Cry. Underrated. Donny Hartwell White. Oh, Breaking Bad. Okay, great. Okay, now the reason. Okay, so I think Cry is a really good and amazing villain. I think she's amazing, perfect, and incredible. However, I feel like she's never truly gotten a really good story arc that has really served her well. She had one really good one in the 2012 one with find out that she's adopted. Mikey Pinkman. Okay, this might be a good time to say I've never seen Breaking Bad. Yeah, I thought her being adopted in 2012, that was a really good story arc for her. 2003, I like how she became Shredder. Mirage, interesting stuff there. RW, I like where they was going with the character, but then with the Mutant Town stuff, they sort of forgot about the character. Yeah, just never did anything with it. And I always felt as though that this character, there's always been so much potential with the character that could do like. I feel like you could probably agree with me on this. This character, it more just shows up, fight Leonardo, and then leaves. This character has been underrated or underused for so long. She needs to have like a proper story, and there is some. And I've said this about most characters, really, where they're not truly given a good story. But oh, like Ratkin, we'll get to him. He's all like another character like that. Um, she's a really good character, a really interesting one. They need to do a lot more with a character. Most characters need to do a lot more, but Karai is one of those ones which you could easily do so much more and make her into like another Shredder type character. I know that she's technically a Shredder type character, but you know, on the level of being recognizable, amazing, one that people go to when they're saying, "Oh, we're making a Hotel movie." Karai's gonna be the villain. You know, there's so much there. Incredibles meets Big Hero 6. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, maybe work, I don't know. Maki, it's time to cook. I don't know where this. That's what are you talking about? Cavaxis. I really enjoy his character. I thought voice actor Mark Hamill was amazing choice for him. I like how he's a really big threat, powerful, strong, and I feel like the amount of episodes which I had for him was just about enough. Maybe they could have had one or two more to build up a bit more of the mysterious side of him and turn a bit more of the plot twist type thing into a big, oh my god moment. But we never got that. But I feel like what we did get was just enough to make me like him and think that he's a really great character. I think he's okay. He's more than okay. He's past this category, and like he's not one of the best baddest villains. He's not underrated because I feel like there's not been enough time for him to um like have his time to come back and all that. What 2003 tells meant. I don't know what to say to these questions. Yeah. Krang Subprime. Rest in peace, the voice actor. Was it Gilbert Godfrey? I don't know. Yeah, where do I put him? Because whenever I think of him, I always think of the invasion episodes where he goes in, destroy the lair, let the rat come with us, or something along those lines. I think he's an okay character, just didn't really do anything with it. Yeah, like he's an okay character. I wish I did more of him. Krang. Totally, I honestly could not care less about Krang. He's been used so much. Never do anything with his character. Leatherhead. No, I'm not ranking him. Monkey guy. Who's that? Verminator Rex. Okay, so the comics, I could not care less. The Mutant Apocalypse story arc, I did quite enjoy him there. Also, like there was so much. I really enjoyed him in the Mutant Apocalypse stuff. There was so much great things about it, and I loved him in that. There's enough for him to be amazing in those 3 episodes. Wanted to see more of him, if anything. Today I finish my 3rd movie. Cool. Well, yeah, that's quite cool to see. I'll probably have a look at that when it's released. Okay, Meat Sweats. Underrated. I feel like his character, there was so much you could have done with his character, but yeah, how come you're not ranking Leatherhead? Well, because I'm going over the overall, and 20, the ones which I would want to rank him on is 2003 or 2012, and he's not a villain in that. Like, he's been a villain in. He's been more of a villain than a hero, but I want to rank. But I see him more of as like an anti-hero type character. I don't really see him as a villain. But yeah, with Meat Sweats, I think that he's like a pretty decent character, underrated and stuff like that. He has really cool powers, like taking mutant power. I don't really know how you could use him in any other version, but you could. There is so much you could do with his character, and you ever don't do anything. I'm very glad I didn't do like some really bad, crappy, like cooking jokes. Really glad I didn't do that. Yeah. How about those statues from 2007? Yeah, they're done them. Do they have Max Winters? They do not. But yet somehow we got the fish from Rise. I don't know who you are. You're barely a villain. Barely a villain. They're not really bad. Like, I feel more sorry for them. Like, I feel like all this one, yeah. Neutralizer. He's okay. I feel like his character, they could do so much. There's so much, or so many possibilities and potential with his character. You could do so much with his character, but yet they never did. He's a bounty hunter. Why didn't they embrace that and make him like a pretty big threat? When he had the powers, why didn't do more of that? Why did it take 3 seasons or 2, 3 seasons for him to return? There was so much there for him. Yeah. Wasted potential. And pretty bad figure as well, if anything. The villain from the Fertile movie. I know most people are going to say he's totally lame. I really enjoy the Fertile movie. I just because it's going to piss a lot of people off. I think he's one of the best villains. You should check out this video of this person combined the rise thing between. Ooh, that sounds pretty interesting. Yeah, I think he's one of the best villains in the TMNT franchise. He was able to make a movie good. Sorry about talking. Sorry about talking about the franchise. You don't talk about. What's your opinion on? I have not seen iCarly, so yeah. I feel like this guy. He was the only saving grace about Tales 3. I think Tales 3 is actually really good, and I think he's actually, from what I can remember, he's okay. But I won't put him in there because he's going to piss a lot more. He's going to annoy a lot more people off. Old Hob. Hmm. 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 I wouldn't really say he's a villain. I'll say he's here. There's so much potential for his character, and with the Armageddon games and the whole thing not being done, I'm really interested to see where his character ends his story. So far, his story has been pretty interesting, and it's always been one of those characters which, every time he appears on the screen, I've always enjoyed and always wanted to see what happens next. I thought it was been a pretty cool character, and like how he's gone from somewhat of a minor threat or threat to being an ally to being a threat to more or less everyone. And I like how he made the mutation bomb, made Mutant Town. There's like really good qualities of his character, and I think that where his character goes will be the deciding factor of, oh, this character is really good or this character is really bad. Because I feel like if it was based off now, like more or less halfway through his story, it would be a bit unfair because I feel like you probably agree with that. Who the hell are you? Hang on, let me make a note. Hang on. Give me a second. Repeat your face. Spikers, so I know I'm not seeing Spikers either. Okay, Toko and Raza. Where's Raza? I know he's in there. I think they're okay. I think they're bit. Sort of like being Rocksteady. I mean, they're okay. Just I never really saw the big fascination for Toko and Raza. I mean, I watched the movies at a young age to more or less have the same feel with someone who would watch the movies as when they come out. But I but even now, like giving IDW, and I thought that was really cool to see Rocksteady versus Being Rocksteady, no, Rocksteady and Bebop versus Token Ross. I thought that was pretty cool in a way. 2012, they're okay characters. I don't see like the big fascination about, oh, these characters are some of the best ones. We want these characters back and all that. Rat King is underrated. I mean, I love this character so much. He's one of my favorite villains of all time. I mean, he's not as good as Darius Dunn, but I loved his first appearance in 1987. I thought that was amazing. The Mirage one, yeah, it's okay. 2003, amazing. 2012, it's okay. They still lost the balance between like either going. I didn't know whether to go monster or villain. RW, really interesting. He became God. That's really amazing. And now he's he's the whole reason why we're getting games. Then also the Archie comics. Yeah, it was okay. I think he's like a homeless guy or something, but like he is so underrated. He's also a Cry where they could use his character for a movie and he could pull it off with the emotional ties or like they could go more emotional stuff with like Splinter and stuff like that, darker, creepier, horror aspects. There is so much they could do with this villain, but yet they don't. Yeah. Less said about that there. I love Rat King so much. What's your opinion on Chippendale? Not seen the movie. It's called TMNT 2012 last mashup. I'll have a look at that afterwards. I want it on the stream because I fear I'll make it right. Repo. I feel like again with most of these characters, where like he's a pretty interesting character. He's a repo guy. Yeah, I feel like he's a pretty cool character. He's in one of my favorite episodes from Rise, but they just didn't do anything with his character. He's not lame, but what did they do with his character? I think the only reason why I put him in here above Ghost Bears because he was in one of my favorite episodes. But yeah, Crap Guys. That was in like 2 episodes, weren't they? Something. Who? Yeah, Savannah Romero. I feel like he's underrated, and the reason for this is because I really enjoy when they bring on Renette. And let me, oh, didn't make it bigger. Great. Every time they bring on Renette, Samantha's always there basically, and I really enjoy those type of stories as they're always really freshen up the series or every time, and it's always made for some pretty interesting stories. I just don't think Savanti's ever been like used properly. You know, he's there, he shows up, he's cool, but they could do so much more. And I feel like there's so much potential there for story, but there's nothing they'll ever really commit to doing their full time travel story arc. I think like I think like Draco is more or less like the closest thing we like. You could almost switch out Draco and Savanti for the Seventh Neville or that whole Seventh Neville story arc with those 5 episodes. Switch those out with Savanti, make his character good. Timothy and Zendaya crossover. What story would you tell there? I think Rat King would be a cool villain for Timothy Batman like movie. Yeah, like he's just such an underrated character. You could do because there's 2 aspects of the character you can really go about, and this is something on the podcast. The reason why I was frustrated with the 2012 is I want to go the balance between monster and but they didn't. But I think they just missed the mark on it. And you can go with a more like horror aspect of the character, just like with how they did it with Mirage 2003 aspect of him looking around things and like buildings and stuff like that. Do fun, but you could do a more sympathetic story for him, how he became the Rat King. You could do one where he like takes over Splinter and really delves into how Splinter is. You could do it. So much potential for this character, and yet I don't use him to his full potential. Yes. What's your favorite Christmas movie? Oh god, I actually watched Christmas movie. Um, I mean, I don't like horror stuff, so I don't watch horror movies for Halloween. God, favorite Christmas movie. We'll probably go with TMNT. We Wish You Told Christmas. I absolutely love that. Yeah, I think that's the closest thing we'll get to a movie or something. I don't know. I don't really watch Christmas movies. Oh well. Scumbugs. Don't name. Could not care less. Who are you? Ashraf. No. Sugar Narbo. Who came from TMNT 2012 of walkers from I don't know anything about the Walking Dead stuff. Or maybe his own origin, kind of like Mr. Freeze origin or a Man-Bat origin story. Yeah, I felt, yeah, see, like, there's so much potential you could do with the Rat King. Him, right, I'd say, are the most underrated, unused villains. Even though Cry's been in a lot of good stories and episodes and stuff like that, I don't think they've ever used true full potential. Rat King is the same, and it always frustrates me because those characters have so really good, interesting stories, designs, and yet what to do with the characters? Don't do anything with them. Wasted. What's the point of putting them in like good example would be Shredder's Revenge. Have Rat King there. Cool. What does he do? Nothing. He just is a boss. What's the point of putting him in there? Couldn't. Yeah. Yeah. Mine is Home Alone. Okay. Does Transformers have a story or character development? I have only seen Transformers 1 and could not care less. Sugar Narbo, so I put him in the okay category. Again, I think he's an okay character. He has some decent moments. I like the voice actor Sean Mcneil, who did oh god, he's done so many stuff. I thought the voice actor was quite good. The episodes which I think he was in, they're okay. I would say I enjoyed them a lot more because of nostalgia and stuff like that. But he's basically a villain, but worse. And it's just it comes down to like a very basic storyline with him. Oh, he's an alien. He wants to take over the world. Who cares? His story's been done like so many other times and much better. Yeah, could not care less really for him. Shredder. I'll put him in the best villain. That goes to Darius Dunn. He is the best villain. Yeah, I don't think I need to explain why Shredder's in there. He is just the best of the best, but not the best villain. Silver. I vaguely remember him, but I don't remember too much of him. I'm gonna put him underrated because I feel like there is so much potential with him. I mean, a mob boss gorilla in a yellow suit. What's not to love about that? You could do something with it. But I'm not too sure what, but you could do something with it. It's underrated, but I can't remember his villain actually. And what's more darker, Batman versus TMNT or Torah River? Batman versus TMNT. Slash. He's not totally aim, but no, he's okay. Like he's okay. Like 87. Yeah, okay. The thing is with Slash, I don't really care too much about him really. I enjoyed him in 2012. He's pretty decent in that. He was really cool in that. 87 and Archie, don't really care too much. Sliver, so lame. He has a really cool design, cool powers. I think there's so much you could do with it. But again, like they don't do anything with it. He's almost like he's like the Silver Scroll, but with it. Oh, he captured the turtles in a box, and then basically committed suicide because his son blew himself up with his own device in the same episode. What was the point of introducing him? I know it was in the comics, but yeah, sort of the backstory behind it. Again, you don't do anything with the character. when Timothy meets Santa. That would be quite interesting and really cool to see. Supposedly, I'm really surprised there was any stories like that. I would definitely love to see some of that. Timothy versus there are stories like that already. Derek, Dearest Ton, it's unlike the Derek Powers with both of them, the main villains besides Joker and Shredder. They're as just the best. Fight me on it. I want people to fight me on it because I want to prove how good he is. Don't want to do that. No, I feel like Toes Meet Santa. I feel like you could do something with that. I mean, basically every franchise has met Santa, the Easter Bunny, whatever else is, where else is the next big thing. I'm very surprised Solos hasn't, and I feel like that could honestly work because, yeah, I mean, it just feels like that kind of story, and I think when 87 Turtles dealt work well, it also Raj, I would say, work for it as well. Slash, remember what I did with Slash for my storyline? Vaguely do. It's been quite. There's been a lot of stuff happened since you last since you last week. So yeah, what's more darker, Spider-Man and Batman? You have to be very specific with those. With Spider-Man and Batman, Snakeweed, cool character. Didn't do anything with him. Yeah, Cockroach Terminate. No, he's lame. Other than him being a Terminator ripoff, meh. Spider Bites, cool character. Didn't do anything with him. Yeah. Okay, let's just really wrap things up. I'd say, like, really just go through this. Okay, Torah. I think that's Torah. Yeah. You crap. I like you actually. Don't know who you are. I really want to put him in the Who tab just because of like the joke of Toast don't know who he is. I'd say I really enjoy this character on Rise. It was made me laugh, and yeah, he's just what's not to love about him really. The Mrs. Bum and Dark Knight. Right. I would be honest with you, Teddy. Mustache is much darker than any comics show. From what I can remember, from vaguely what I remember, I'll agree with you, but I can't. Ring Nut and Screw Loose. The name. What was one? The 20 show near the cool rip off of Batman. Remember too much of them, but from what I remember, basic basis of thing. If you remember the thing he did. No, I'm really sorry, but I don't. Okay, what's my ooh, God, network connection is 5 out. Great. Okay, hopefully you think. Network connection is 5. Okay, so you're seeing things are still okay. Why is my versus Ninja Turtles peak? Well, one, they kill people, blood, sweat, Bill Swan. Yeah, like it's a lot more darker. It's probably the darkest Tom movie we have so far. Stone Generals. I'll say they're underrated as well. I feel like the whole story about bringing the whole other dimension with the monsters. They're pretty interesting characters. I like how they double cross Max Winters. I feel like they're pretty interesting characters, and I really do feel as though they were misused in a way, and I feel like they could do so much more. Bring them into IDW to really round out their characters. I don't know. There's so much you could do with these characters, and I feel like they're not really. I'm not being used to their full advantage. But I guess what could really do what they have done, but so to say you could do it again, but differently. Um, but again, I feel like they are underrated. You could do quite a lot with the characters. It's just that they just don't. I doubt they will bring the characters back, but I would like to see them because childhood stuff. Hey, who are you? Yeah, I know who you are vaguely, but you haven't really done too much bad stuff. Who are you? They're not bad. Why is it not? Why is it? Okay. Okay, so we're just basing off the 2 foot from Rise. Again with like Warren and Stone, I enjoyed seeing them on the screen. I thought they were pretty cool characters. I like what they did with them, like in terms of they can make origami foot ninjas, pretty cool. They didn't really do too much, I would say, but like I enjoyed the time they appeared on the screen. Who is more annoying from 2012? That's pretty tough. Probably 2012 Mikey. Tatsu. He's okay, but just didn't do anything with his character. I enjoy him, he's pretty cool. 2012 is pretty cool as well. The movie he's okay. It just shows up and just be cool and all that. You're Tatsu, I think. I also have no clue who you are. Tempest. I've only seen you in the Shredder's Revenge. I know you're in the TV show as well. I don't think I've seen the episode, but yeah, yeah. Ooh, got another thing about TMNT Rap Track. Hey, I'm back. Well, hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good time. This is all that we've got so far. Best one is there is done. If you don't agree with it, then you're wrong. My opinion is the only opinion that matters here. Okay. Tiger Claw. Okay. He's one of the best villains. There's another version of Tatsu. No, there's only the movie in 2012 comics. No, 2012 as well. And yeah. Spider-Man versus TMNT. What version of Spider-Man? Be very specific when you're asking these type of questions. I mean, yeah. Okay, so Tiger Claw, I feel like he is such a cool character. The episode that always comes to mind is always the Rather Tiger Claw, but it's just a perfect example of just why he's such a good character. He's just so cool. I feel like everyone's just going to agree with me on this. He's so. If anything, you could honestly go to say that he's underrated, as he should be used so much more. But he is still just amazing. One of the best characters and one great episode. It's pretty amazing. Spectacular Spider-Man. Talking about the shows and 2012, I'd say. But talking about characters, again, probably go 2012. Don't know who you are. Okay, okay, Worm I did not like, and I think it was in the Archie comics. It was I could not care less. The Asian show, I've not seen him in that. I don't think. So I'm basing my main opinion around 2012. I did not like him in that. Oh god, it was so annoying. Okay, now we're really going down to the boys and okay. So is this Sherelle Krang or I'm gonna put him there because I'm not so sure because we're talking about Ultron or is it Krang in general? They're okay. I'm not too sure what type of one they're going for. Toho is like the Deathstroke. Yeah, he is just so cool. Rather Tarkle is like a perfect example of just why he's so amazing. Tarkle is best. Put him high. I can't put him any higher than that. Like, if we put him higher, then he's underrated. He's not the best villain. He's not as good as Darius Dunn. Darius Dunn is the best villain. You don't. Bye bye. Ultimate Ninja. I think he's okay. I feel like again with like Draco, he's been really good episodes, but other than that, they didn't really do anything with his character. Or they didn't really do anything with Ultimate Ninja episode is quite cool. I mean that's the only one that really focused on him as a villain. Other than that, he's just in really good episodes, and I feel like that's more or less like some of the thing behind them were like either don't have any storylines or story arcs, but they're in really good episodes, which put them in the list, or they're just okay characters. There's IDW version of Tatsu, a 1990 comic. No, the 1990 comic version is the 1990 movie version, and there's no IDW version of Tatsu. Well, I don't think so. Well, I might be wrong about that. Let's check. I want to make sure that. I just want to quickly double check. There is a there's a bad niche toe up there other than Slash. Wait, is there one on here? I know there's like Kirby and all that, but yeah, I'm gonna quickly check about the IDW one. You're talking about oh god. Don't think he was in IDW. I don't think. No, okay. So the IDW one, I can't really, but that's a completely different character entirely. With in fact, let's go on Tolpedia really quickly. Tatsu. Okay, let's see. He's a film character. Yeah, comic. No, I was in Archie. Yeah, no, he wasn't in IDW. The closest we got to that was Natsu, and that's a completely different character entirely. But in Natsu one, we got the Tatsu, which I don't think that's really is Tatsu really. He's been in the video game. Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, he's not. He's more or less just 2012 and 1999 the movie one. I'm getting Batman vs. TMNT on DVD. Cool. Is there a bad Leo from IDW or Shredderath? There's no Shredderath yet. He was in Shredderath was in the Urban Legend comics. That's where he became Shredderath and all that. And also got 2003 where he became Shredderath and all that. Dark Leo, or the bad Leo, there is one called Dark Leo. Another Dark Leo. He was mind controlled by Shredder and stuff like that. Oh no, Eastman TMNT Shredder. Okay. Okay. Triceratops and President overall. I'm gonna tell you lame stuff. I don't really enjoy Triceratops stuff that much. I'm enjoying what they're doing with the IDW stuff. What we're doing right now with Regenta and her story, and like how they're taking things, escalating things with the Sherelle and stuff like that. But the 2003 and 2012 stuff, I thought that was probably some of the most boring stuff in the shows. I don't know. They had a different feel to those episodes, and I wasn't too big a fan. But I enjoyed them, but like not as much as all the other stuff. But I do like Red Turtle's creation. Red Turtle. Yeah, he's decent. Again, it's been quite a while since I remembered him. Okay, Grant and Torah, I think it is. Could not care less. Put it in the Who category because I could not care less about him. Okay. Torben Zix. I think he's a really cool character. I enjoyed every appearance he was in Fast Forward. Such as Mukron is a really good one, which I really enjoyed him in that. Bishop Tonight, I think is called. I enjoyed him in that. I didn't like his final appearance, which was the final episode of Fast Forward. I think that's more just where they placed the episode. I feel like he was in another episode. Maybe wrong about that, but I enjoyed most of his episodes he was in. It's really good. I say it's more of the episodes, really. The dance the Krang did in 2012 when they thought they won. 2012 will destroy the 2007 titles. I don't think they will. I feel 2007 has more skills and stuff like that. Yes. Yes. Hell yes. Viral. Ooh. I think that she's an underrated character. I feel like you could do so much with this character. Especially like with because most stuff like with Donnie you could do like she infected some of the gadgets. IDW could do this character. You could do so much with, especially like how like things begin with like modern world and technology and stuff like that. When do you think we're gonna? When we're never gonna get a 2007 sequel? Yeah, like with how like, things again with like the modern world and stuff like that. With like using the use of technology, I'm very surprised they've not used this character again. And this character, you could do a whole big thing with. She's so underrated. There is so much potential for a really good story. You definitely need to bring her back. Koya and Bulbagon. I think no, Bludgeon. For the longest time, I thought it was Bulbagon. Turns out I've been saying the name wrong for about 4 years, give or take. So, I'm off to a great start with the Torah community. No one's complained since, or no one's actually pointed out and said it. It's only when I actually got people voicing and stuff and all that. They, and like, one of the YouTubers calling him Bludgeon. I was like, oh, he's called Bludgeon. I mean, there's nothing to say that he's not called Bulbagon. And I want to keep calling him Bulbagon because that's how I was calling him. That reminds me of Sombra from Overwatch. Yeah, I've not played Overwatch either. I'm really like I know Turtles and Marvel and DC and a few other things. Other than that, I'm more or less lost. But yeah, Bludgeon. He hasn't really done much. He's just shown up and he's just there for story arcs. He just hasn't done anything interesting. However, I feel like his character could be interesting with the blindness and stuff like that. But again, don't do anything with it. He's just there, really. TMNT franchise. If you're not the Shredder, then you're worthless as a villain, unless you're the main man hunt. No, the main man is Darius Dunn. He's the best villain. Read. That's the reason why he has his own separate row, and he's number 1. He is the king. That's right. Lost Years are coming. Wonder if the new Turtles will talk to old by spirits. Ooh, that's wait. Message. You're gonna get. How come we're not gonna get just? I mean, they're done with that whole thing. They're never gonna go back and revisit the TMNT universe. Really, let's face it. I'm a bit lost now. Yeah. Oh, that's a really good question. With the only thing, as much as I would like to see the new Turtles talk to the old Turtles, I think that'd be like a really cool and really good emotional moment, I would say, and also it would remind me of the Days of Future Past things with the old Professor X. I mean, no, Patrick Stewart meeting James McAvoy. Like that would be like one of those type of situation which would be really cool to see. However, the new Turtles don't know these Turtles, so I think it'd be a bit weird to somehow all of a sudden the Turtles know the past versions. Like it'd be cool, but I don't see it happening. But again, I'm hoping to be wrong. Done. Wait, where did he come from? What comic or show? He appeared in the Fast Forward originally, and then after that he appeared in the IDW comics from issue 51 to 64, where he was killed by one of the assassins because he did not give up his share to Splinter. Yeah. Souls came back to the TMNT universe. How come to some? No, I mean JT Souls is different because because Nickelodeon sees him as like a big money thing. They exploit them too much. 2007, you can't really do that just yet. Give it about another 10 years, they'll probably do that. Okay, Koya. I really enjoyed Koya. I enjoyed what they did with her in the Cry's Path story arc. I really do enjoy the Cry story arc, Cry's Path story a lot. And I feel like Koya was amazing in that. Yeah, all the other stuff. I enjoyed her character, but she's never really been given anything. Actually, no, I put in the wrong section. I feel like they could do so much with this character, but yet they don't. Yeah. Oh damn, done. Needs respect. Yes, he is underrated. He is the best. He is better than Shredder. I feel like I should make a whole video essay about it. He's my best villain. If you disagree with it, then you're wrong. You will be banned. Was it appeared in Christmas episode from Back to the Sewer? There wasn't a Christmas episode. It wasn't in Back to the Sewers either. There's done only appeared in Fast Forward and IW. And yeah, TMNT in 2012 and Young Justice. Young Justice has only done one crossover, and that was with the Scooby-Doo thing, but that was only a cameo thing. I don't think Young Justice will ever do a crossover with any show, really. Oh, this guy, Baxter. I don't really want to vote him, because we put Baxter in there. Put him in who, because I know him, but I've already got Baxter in there. Shredder Raph versus 2007, Mikey Epic. Interesting. Probably go story Shredder Raph. I feel like I'll start the whole thing with Shredder Raph. Okay, now I just want to go through the rows and put them in, like, rank them from there. So the bad dudes, I feel like that's I don't think you can really rank them just because, yeah. You can't even rank the Who string because I honestly don't. Some of these ones don't even know. I wouldn't even say some of these are bad guys. I don't know who these are. Like, who's this guy? Who's this one? Who's this neon Robocop? Who's this robot thing? Who's this one? Yeah. Oh, Fatal. Hello. Yeah. It's been what? Yes, it has. Far too long. Did I miss much? Nah, I think that's really hard to say, really. Sort of nearing the end, sort of in a way. Sort of well. But yeah, we sort of just ranked them all now, just going through them, being like, who is the best or worst. Who is the absolute worst in here? Okay, you don't like the most out here. Nah, that. Yeah, that. No. He goes there. Yeah. You know, oh, one was the back up there. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I'd say. No. Yeah, I think that's pretty good for that thing, for that row. Okay, so I've got these. Who's most underrated here? Oh god, Rat King, then Cry, then probably go Dot Turtles, Bone Steel, yeah. Koi is another one which I'd say is underrated. No, she's more underrated than yeah, that goes there. Why don't Fishface move? Yeah. Okay, yeah, that okay. Underrated is done. Bands, okay, Shredder you just don't beat. Why won't Baxter move? Okay, Tiger Claw, yeah. No, he gets over there. Hun. Okay, this Doom thing is really annoying now. Yeah, okay, yeah, I think, yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot about it. The Timothy Freeman. Everyone loves him. Yeah, cool. This one I feel. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty accurate, really, I'd say. Probably. Yeah, I think that one's pretty accurate. Okay, so now for the hardest one, the okay section. Who do I think is the most okay character here? Or can I be asked to change this section? That is the better question. Hey Rito, how have you been, man? Yeah, how is everyone? Hope everyone's doing good. Just want to see if I would change any of these characters. I mean, like, most of these ones really depends on, like, what type of thing which I'm really looking at. Because there are some things which, like, some stories I'll be like, oh yeah, this character is better than this one because of this. But is it because of the episode or the thing which I'm viewing from, or is it something else? Yeah. If he doesn't like a franchise, or doesn't have a story or character development, we need to respect his opinion. Yeah, well, no, you need to respect my opinion no matter what. Like, it doesn't really matter what I think of anything, really. Like, I kind of like shows that doesn't have character development or story. It's just that I prefer those things in the show. Yeah, I can maybe done. How do I do one? Can I do? Yeah, no. Well, I'm trying to get the thing bigger. Somehow I can't. I think that's probably the best I'm gonna get. Yeah. I'm happy with this list. I think this is the ogre section which I'm sort of on and over about because there's some characters which I'm like they're better than others, but I can't be asked to really change it. I haven't had a chance to hop on the stream. Oh, you're here now. But yeah, like you know, Tatsu would probably be put him there, I guess. I think I still like lost the will to like continue this now. Like, I've done all the other ones. Worse than yeah, screw Pizza Face episode. There's done is the best. I feel like I might want to make a video about the underrated characters. As I feel like there's some potential with this thing. Whether made a Cowabunga Collection 2 2003 games, I feel like they definitely will. And on nice tier list. Thank you. It took me about 2 hours. But yeah. I'm still none the wiser who some of these characters are. Can I even not search? Okay, we're gonna search image, okay. I guess we're finding out who this character is. If it loads. Okay. There's War. He is called War. Okay. Gonna change the ooh, what's happening here? Wow, I don't know about this. Wow. Everyone don't like the Pizza Face episode. Oh, there are so many things that I find annoying about the episode. I won't get to on the podcast. I'll probably like rant and rave about it. Just try and do fan mavens like Midnight, maybe one created by me or Ronan. Oh yeah, Midnight. Oh yeah, I was wondering when me do was a Dark Leo and Midnight. Jesus. Dark Leo is underrated. I feel like they're finally getting to him and doing some really interesting stuff. Midnight is interesting. Absolutely loved the story when it came out. Would definitely like to go back and watch it again. He is the mobster from Dimension X. He's the Glub Father. Is that literally it for? I like how it comes up with Ben 10. That's great. Something from Harley Quinn. I like how most of this is nothing to do with Turtles. So we've got about 3 images and the Glub Father. And that's about it, really. Great. I can't be asked to go through all these. Some of these guys, I don't even think they're even villains. He might not even be a villain for this one. It'd be funny if a Pizza Face episode was responsible. Oh my god. That'd be amazing. Sorry, I was okay. Oh my god, I actually sort of wanted to do that now, like try and get that whole thing, that episode to when I do. Oh god, that don't tempt me with ideas. I may be able to pull some. No, oh god, if I do that, oh. I'm still looking for because I'm really enjoying doing the podcast and looking to do more. But I think when I get to the episode, it's really going to push my limits to how much I can really take with because it was I was recording the episode today for the episode with Pulverizer, and what we realised is that it's a really good episode, but we absolutely hate the Pulverizer, and we love the actor. But it's just the final fight in the Pulverizer episode. It is just in one because as right now that's the furthest he's got in Torah's franchise. He's only watched 2012, and he found the most frustrating thing with it Yeah. I tell you, you should watch the Pizza Face episode, or actually eating pizza. So you want a mukbang? I feel like I might get copyright for that, but I think it was. I know everything about TMNT rap track. I think it was you who wanted to do a reaction on the next mutation, and all I can say is that there is plans. I talked that with someone, and let's just say that they are on board with it, and we will potentially be recording it soon. And that's all I'm gonna say about it. And yeah, if you want a reaction or anything like that, then it is coming. We're doing next mutation from the very beginning. And I was watching this episode today because I thought I might need to record to get the episode. But the way that I recorded it didn't work, and it sort of ruined it in a way. Yeah, but wait, you're doing reaction? Yeah, I think well, someone on YouTube. I'm quickly try and get. I think it was on one of the most recent videos. So I think it was by I think Warp Trap. I think it was on. Oh no, the Hitler videos is blowing up a little bit. Yeah, it was I know thing about it because he wanted to be a bigger nerd than me with it. Oh god. And he said basically they want to over nerd me as he's gonna watch the next mutation and cringe out. And he put cringe out in capital letters. So I put I'll do one I'll do one, but I enjoyed the show and will happily watch it again. And the thing is, I actually do enjoy the show. And look, I'm looking forward to watching it. Then he put or they put oh, can you do reaction to the next mutation? I put I'll see what I can do. So that's what I'm going to say is that yeah, it's hopefully coming. The person I've got, the comedy will be off the charts. Hopefully, if things go well, and I really do hope that they do. I'm going to say for now, if it does actually work out, then you'll begin quite a lot of reaction videos, and if they do really well, then we will expand and do other franchises and stuff like that. But I'm not holding any promises to be like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this show, this show, and this show. We're gonna start off with an expectation, see how much they enjoy the show, and then we'll go from there. Oh, that's cool! I can't wait to check it out. Yeah, just be grateful that you had to sit through a edited version of us reacting to it. Well, I have to watch the episode, react to it with the person, then go back and edit the video, basically watch the episode again, and then edit it down. There's a lot of stream over. We're closing in on that. If you do more, I've got a few recommendations. Yeah, I mean, we will take. We may take recommendations soon. It's just that we want to do next rotation, and that does really well. Then we will do more because I got a feeling the comedy will be off the charts, and everyone's gonna love that. But I think there's gonna be more of a wait and see type of situation because if you do really enjoy those and hopefully it works really well because I was still watching it today. I thought, oh yeah, I can make this joke, I can make this joke. You're gonna laugh at that. You're gonna laugh at that. You will laugh at that. And yeah, and with the other person, that's what I'm gonna say. I think I'm gonna try to record either Monday or Thursday. No, Monday or Friday, and that'll be when I have my definitive answer. Would be like, yes, we are doing these videos. We're gonna enjoy these ones. And you can sit here, you can suffer while I will sit down and watch Next Rotation twice. Who will win, Ghost Rider or Shredder? Probably Ghost Rider with the soul thing. And yeah, like because let's say I was on a call with a person, and just flicking through Disney Plus, and it's like, oh, new Kim Kardashian show. Now watch any of that? Yeah, there's a TV show. Put it on for 20 minutes. It just takes piss out of it. Yep, that could be good enough for content. Daredevil vs Shredder. Probably Shredder because yeah, I really do hope that the reaction videos do peak off because I'm slowly changing my channel in a new direction. more edited stuff. What's more darker? Incredibles or Big Hero 6? Don't really know. I'm not sure his ages. And we're gonna do more motion comics. There can be more highly edited videos. There will be more 2012 videos. I know a lot of people like 2012. There's gonna be there's already 3 which are set to go. There's waiting for the right time to do that. And yeah, and let me put them on full screen. I feel like my presence is big enough. And yeah, so we've got motion comics and more 2012 videos and edited type videos. Limiting the read throughs to 1 comic now. So it'll be a tale 1. Not saying what one it is. You look forward to that. You actually find out very soon, actually. Maybe some game videos. I'm not too sure about that as yet. But like, I really am hoping for the reaction videos to really kick off. I really hope so, because comedy. Then I won't have to suffer that much, really. Oh god, yeah. The thing is, I know people absolutely hate Next Mutation, and I think that's probably going to be one of the reasons why it's probably going to work so well. It's just because we find comedy in everything, and the thing is, I enjoy Next Mutation, so make it even worse for fans. Good. Anyway, I'm the biggest nut here. Let me prove it. Eastman and his body made a comic that was not the red headband, whether you had one sword. No, that's a bit incorrect as well. Like, they all wore red bandanas, but they had their own weapons. Yeah. We can't wait. Well, yeah, you should be. Hopefully, if it works, then look forward to it. Seriously, I've seen the show before. Yeah, but you may hate it, but I've seen the power of it, and I think there's so much potential in there for great content. Not to mention, is actually a good show, I'd say. Solvay had mystic powers when Splinter did but Novel Tales. I don't know really what about it anymore. Did you see the message? I'm pretty sure it did, where it said about Big Hero 6, but yeah. So yeah, I think that's really all I've got for this stream. Thank you to everyone who is showing up for it. So commented. The list is there on YouTube. Derazan is still the best villain. Fight me. I know people are gonna get really annoyed by that. And yeah, no live streams next week. Just because next Thursday is when I normally do live streams, but the motion comic comes out next week for the 10-year anniversary for 2012 show, and the Saturday, which I sometimes do streams. No, I'm away. I'm a Comic Con for the first time in 2 years, so I look forward to that. All that comic I told you about did not come out. Okay. But yeah, goodbye all. And yeah, so we'll probably be back the week after, and that stream is going to be a bit more interesting as Lauren is going to be back, and we're going to try and get banned from a Discord server. Look forward to that. There's going to be hell on that that one. But yeah, quickly change things over. I'm going to play the video one more time. And yeah, where is it? But yeah, thank you to everyone who's shown up for it. Bye. I know things about TMNT for watch. All right, see you today. Can't wait for more content. Yeah, it should be worth it, but with the amount I suffer. Bye, last Brandon. See you. Yeah. Yeah, if you like one, please share, subscribe, and all that stuff. Goodbye, yo. Bye.
She's got to be here somewhere.
Don't worry. I'll find her.
You got this, April. It's just like Sensei said. Stick to the shadows. Use unusual movements.
Do you see something?
Stay above or below the line of sight.
Nothing over here, Chief.
And when all else fails, think invisible thoughts.
Gotcha!
So much for that. It's an all-new Ninja Turtles next week only on YouTube.